You're sitting in a doctor's office. The physician gives a recommendation, wraps up, and starts moving towards the door. And there's something in your gut that says, wait, I have a question. Something doesn't feel right about this. But you don't say it because you don't want to seem difficult, because they're the expert, because everyone is waiting. So you say nothing and you walk out with a feeling that you can't quite name. That feeling does have a name. It's your voice. And today we're going to find it. Welcome to the Midlife Mom, helping mentally exhausted moms carrying the weight of raising kids and caring for aging parents find calm in the chaos and reclaim themselves while caring for everyone else. I'm your host, Valerie Mickey. I'm a mom of two living with my mom part-time as we take care of my aging father, and I'm also a mindfulness enthusiast, navigating the crazy life changes of midlife. Oh, people pleasing. It didn't come from nowhere. It wasn't a mistake you made. It was learned, likely early and likely rewarded. Being agreeable, accommodating, easy to be around, these were the things that got you approval. And the approval felt like safety. So you kept doing it and you got very good at it. But here you are at midlife and the cost of it is starting to show up everywhere. It shows up at home, saying yes to another school volunteer commitment when you are already running on empty because you don't want to let anyone down. It shows up at work, holding back an opinion you've already earned the hard way, softening your feedback until it loses its point, sitting on wisdom you've accumulated over the decades because you don't want to come across as pushy or difficult. And it shows up when you're advocating for your aging parent, deferring to the care team, the doctor, the specialist, even when something in your gut is saying, wait, this doesn't seem right or feel right. And underneath all of it, there's a small, quiet voice that gets louder and harder to ignore. It says, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I can't keep letting other people's opinions and agendas change what I know to be true. That voice, that's not weakness or defiance. That is your personal power trying to surface. And today we're going to let it rise. Ever since being my dad's health advocate, I've noticed that I've had more uncomfortable conversations and put aside my people-pleasing feelings and tendencies. And there was a particular moment when I knew my people-pleasing behavior was starting to shrink when it came to my dad's well-being and quality of life. My dad lives in an assisted living home, and at one point the staff flagged his behavior as combative, specifically in the middle of the night. There were incidences where they felt he was being resistant and difficult when they came to him. Now, the easy thing, the people-pleasing thing, would have been easier to agree and just listen to what they said. To say, I'm sorry, I'll talk to him. I'll make sure he understands. To take the responsibility onto the family in smoothing things over. But I knew something the staff didn't know. My dad is a very heavy sleeper. He does not like to be disturbed. Being woken up suddenly in the middle of the night by someone he may not fully recognize at the moment, that's not combative behavior. That's a startled reaction from someone who just was jolted out of a deep sleep. The issue wasn't my dad, it was the situation being handled. And I had to make a choice. I could either smooth it over, keep the peace, be easy to work with, or I could say clearly, respectfully, without apology, here's what we need to do, and here's what you need to know about my father. I chose to speak up, not aggressively, not with a complaint, just with the calm authority of someone who knew her father better than anyone in that building. And it changed how we approached his care. Here's what I want you to take away from that. I didn't have a medical degree. I didn't have a certification in elder care. What I had was knowledge, specific, irreplaceable knowledge that no care team could have because I was his daughter. You have that too, about your parent, about your kids, about your family, about your team. That knowledge is not nothing. That is your voice. And it has every right to be in the room. So let's talk about what this shift actually looks like, because I don't want this to be a concept that you agree to and then maybe forget by Tuesday. I want you to be able to use it. I call it the people pleaser to personal power shift. And the simplest way I can explain it is people pleasing is automatically managing everyone else's comfort. Personal power is owning your truth, your needs, and your wisdom, even when it's uncomfortable. One is reactive, the other is intentional. And the move from one to the other starts with noticing the difference in how each one sounds. So let me walk you through what the shift looks like in real language. The kind that you might actually be saying in your head right now, or you'll have to say in situations. People pleaser says, I don't want to seem difficult. Personal power says, I have something important to say. People pleaser says, they're the expert. Who am I to question? Personal power says, I know things that can add value to the situation. People pleaser says, I'll just handle it myself. Personal power says, I need help with this and it's okay to ask for it. People pleaser says, what will they think of me? Personal power says, what do I actually think about this? People pleaser says, I can fit this in somehow. Personal power says, I don't have the capacity for this right now. Personal power isn't about being difficult. It isn't about conflict. It is about being honest. And the people in your life, your parent, your kids, your team, they don't need you to be agreeable. They need you to be real. Here's the thing. You've done this before, maybe not perfectly, maybe in a smaller moment, but you found your voice before and nothing terrible happened. In fact, something better usually did. That's the proof your nervous system needs. You've been here, you've survived it, you can do it again. Now, let's anchor everything we've talked about with a practice you can carry into any moment where the people pleaser tries to take over. These are your personal power igniters, 5 I am statements designed to fire up your voice from the inside before you walk into a hard conversation, before a meeting, before the phone call you've been putting off. Let's practice them now. Find a comfortable position wherever you are. Now let's take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and let all the air out through your mouth. One more time, breathe in and release all the air out, letting go of any energy that doesn't serve you. I'll say each mantra twice. Just listen. And if it helps, try to imagine the words being written on a whiteboard in front of you to help with memorization. So let's begin. I am someone who knows what I know. I am someone who knows what I know. I am allowed to take up space. I am allowed to take up space. I am not difficult. I am honest. I am not difficult. I am honest. I am the expert on the people I love. I am the expert on the people I love. I am my own best advocate. I am my own best advocate. Now, I'll say these mantras again. This time, say each one out loud with me, even quietly, even maybe just a whisper. Saying it out loud is where the shift and connection can happen. I am someone who knows what I know. I am allowed to take up space. I am not difficult. I am honest. I am the expert on the people I love. I am my own best advocate. Take a deep, slow breath in and let all the air out. When you're ready, if you had your eyes closed, slowly open them. And if it feels comfortable to you, place your hand over your heart to help seal this moment with self-love and care. Beautiful work. You don't have to find your voice all at once. You don't have to walk into the biggest, hardest conversation tomorrow. This is a practice, and like any practice, it builds over time. Start small. Notice one moment this week where the people pleaser shows up. You don't even have to change it just yet. You just notice it and name it. That awareness is where the shift begins. Bookmark this episode and practice this once a day for the next week. Build that personal power from within, little by little, every day. Untraining your people-pleasing behavior won't happen overnight, but an intentional daily practice, coming back to these statements, repeating them out loud, is how you make them your reality, one rep at a time. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with another midlife mom who needs to hear that her voice matters too. Text it to her, share it in a group chat, post it somewhere where someone will find it. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to hand someone else a permission slip that they've been waiting for. And if you want to go deeper into the boundary setting side of this, specifically with aging parents, I'd love for you to go back and listen to episode 124, Setting Boundaries with Aging Parents in the Sandwich Generation. It pairs well with what we're talking about today, and it gives you a full mantra toolkit for those type of conversations. The link is in the show notes. And if you're not yet a part of our Oh Hello Midlife newsletter community on Substack, the sign-up link is in the show notes as well. When you join, you'll receive a 10-minute calm kit for the Sandwich Generation moms, 3 guided audio practices for morning, midday, and bedtime, completely free and designed for this season of life. Thank you for spending this time and space with me. And most importantly, thank yourself for showing up, even in the middle of showing up for everyone else. Because every moment you dedicate to being mindful is a step towards a more fulfilled and vibrant life. Keep embracing your midlife journey with an open heart, and remember, you're not alone in this. I look forward to our next mindful gathering. I'll talk to you soon. Before you go, I want to remind you that I'm not a licensed therapist, a counselor, or a medical professional. Everything I share on this podcast comes from my own personal experience navigating the sandwich generation and my own journey with mindfulness practices. This content is for educational and inspirational purposes only and shouldn't be considered medical or mental health advice. If you're experiencing persistent mental health symptoms, thoughts of self-harm, or anything that's significantly interfering with your daily life, please reach out to a qualified mental health professional or your healthcare provider. They can give you the proper support and guidance you deserve. I'm simply a friend sharing what's worked for me as I navigate the crazy life changes of midlife, hoping it might help you too. Trust your instincts and always prioritize getting professional help whenever you need it.